Jürgen, first of all, the proposed introduction of video system referees, the plan is to introduce them in the third round of the FA Cup next season. How happy are you with the proposal, which includes the video system referee able to check potentially game-changing decisions and then letting the referee know that he's made a mistake, and obviously coaches won't have the opportunity to appeal any decisions on the pitch?
Actually, I think it's time to test it. So we now, meanwhile, we speak for a while about it. We are obviously not 100% sure how it could work, and nobody's 100% sure. That's why I think a test makes sense. Sorry, that will not be the solution, because let's take Barcelona penalty on Suarez, for example. Arm was there on the chest. Did he push or not? So is it to 100% too clear in a video situation? Would that be a situation where you say no penalty or whatever? I think it would help a lot in offside situations, because it makes life easier for the referees. They have the headset, so they could say that meanwhile always the game is running, like until one is close to the ball. So this time already you could use for knowing more if somebody has a better view. Yeah, I think it's good to test it, and we will see how it works in other sports. How we all know, it works pretty well. So why it shouldn't in football? We think always about the break and then discussion and all that stuff. There are a lot of discussions on the field in difficult situations, so you could minimize these discussions and give the ref a little bit of time to make the right decision. I think it would take pressure off them, from them, and that's good. So yeah, I think it probably will be good, but we'll see.
As the manager here, what's the right way, do you feel, to create a perfect atmosphere within the dressing room before kick-off? Is it music, discussion with the players? What happens here at Liverpool in the dressing room before a game?
What? Why you ask this? Because the question could end in a moment when you say in the dressing room.
In the dressing room.
But because it's what in the dressing room stays in the dressing room.
What do the players do to relax? Is it a case of and maintain focus as well? Is it a case of listening to music, or are they talking to you? Are they talking to other coaches?
Yeah, all of them.
What's the best
They all. So that's individual. So yeah, they have headphones, headset, whatever, and so everybody can hear what he wants to hear. That's it, and of course we talk to the team, to single players, yes, all of them, all said. But it's not a party before the game, actually, so it's not that we have to remind ourselves, oh, and now we have to play. It leads to the game. That's how it should be.
What do you hope your players have learned from this season? Because we keep touching on it. The form against the top six is akin to a side that is right up there challenging for the title. So what do you hope your players have learned from the season going forward that will, I suppose, make them stronger and be able to maintain the consistency that will see a title challenge materialise?
We will see what we've done, but it's not. This game is in a few ways really special, because even if we would have won all the games against other teams, Burnley is special, because they have the clearest plan of all these teams. That's why they are. I think Burnley is happy with the position in the table. That's why they have this comfortable position. It's 100% clear what they do in it, but it's 100% clear that it's not easy. So it's not about how other teams play football. They play different to Sunderland. They play different to a lot of teams. Hull, meanwhile, plays completely different. All that stuff. So there are different ways. But with Burnley, it's clear what you have to expect, and the knowledge about our problems against other teams is not for this game. So because this is really, it would be difficult even when we would have won all the other games. So that's how it is, because they defend like they defend, you all know it, and counter-attack, long balls, all that stuff. But it's tuned. So they know about it. Where Barnes or Vokes are running, where Gray is running, and all that stuff. So that's general balls in behind, set pieces, all that stuff. So you know it. That can't be easy. You have to. That's how it is. I know. When we prepare a game against top side, and everybody, my God, wonderful. And when we then prepare in the public view, obviously it's meanwhile a little bit feels a little bit stiff. I think, could be hard. Yes, will be. I'm pretty sure. If you don't score early and another goal early and so on, then it will be difficult. And the quality is too high in Burnley. On our position, you can see the results they had even when they lost away games. It's not that they lost high against most sides. I think Man U, Tottenham for sure always were close games. And yeah, we need to be ready for work again. And of course, creating an atmosphere on the pitch, creating an atmosphere in the stadium, using the advantage of Anfield, all that stuff. Again, you miss a chance against Arsenal, nobody's surprised. It's not that you think, again. You miss a chance against Burnley, what probably will happen. Hopefully we have some. And everybody thinks differently. Difficult. Will not come another chance like this. So that's how it is. We need to feel free for playing football. And yes, we know about a few problems already, but and we have we had already good sessions. We will have good sessions, and then we have to go in the game.
I'm sure you're aware that it was your 100th point that you picked up in your last match since you've arrived here at Liverpool.
No.
It was your 100th point that you've picked up since.
Yeah.
The third fastest manager in Liverpool's history to reach that total. So congratulations, since how you didn't know. So how do you feel that you have progressed since point 1 to point 100 as a team? Liverpool have progressed, or yourself as a manager?
I understand your language better. That's the main improvement. Personally, for me, I learned a lot about the league. I learned a lot about the club. I learned a lot about my players. Yes, we improved. We were able to play good football. Yeah, we struggled in a few moments. About reasons. We had a few injuries, too much. That's how it is. That let us not develop as much as it would have been possible, I think. So, but still not everything on a good way. So I think the atmosphere in the club especially, so we can maybe only speak about Melwood, is fantastic. We're really close together. And we are really ready for all what's coming up and in this season and the next season and the season after this. So that's all good. And how it is in life, 100 points sounds a lot. Well, a minute ago we spoke about the matches where we didn't get a point. So obviously it could have been even quicker. That would have been nice, actually. But it's like it is. No, how I said, it's all in a good way. Still, all full of power, full of joy for the job and the challenge, and yeah, that's it.
And now is probably a good time to talk about James Milner as well. He's, if you select him, will make his 600th league appearance. And going back to the Burnley match at what was the first time that you picked him in a Premier League match, at least anyway, in that left back position. So, where do you see the future for James Milner? Is he a left back now?
He adapted to the position. He played a lot of different positions in life. Was he a winger? Was he a half, an 8? Was he a striker? He played a striker as a striker. So he's a versatile player, obviously. So that's good. That's good. And for us, very important, of course. 600 is quite a number. Only Premier League games now, all over.
It's his 600th league appearance. So the majority were in the Premier League, but he was at Swindon for a while as well. So.
Oh, okay. No cup games involved or things like this?
600 league
okay.
matches.
Wow.
Obviously more with the cup.
That's a number, and a few to come. Yeah, so that's impressive. No, it doesn't look like he had 600 games. I mean, positive. So, no, it's good, but what can I say? In our not that good games, unfortunately, Millie struggled too. in the good games. He was, we had a lot of good games in the season on the position, new position, especially. I think especially in the start, it was for a lot of people a surprise that he can do it like this. But how we said, how we play the fullback position is possible for a player like Millie, and so that's why we used him there. And yeah, who will play the weekend? I don't know, but I can say the 600 obviously will come whenever.
Thank you.
Jürgen, Dejan Lovren's been back in training, we understand, this week. If he returns to the side, then it gives you an opportunity to have what's being deemed as your first choice central defensive partnership. How frustrating is it for you to not be able to have them play together as often as you'd like, and to make as many changes as you have to those central defensive positions, that key part of the team, the spine at the back?
Look, as a manager, it's actually no time to be frustrated, because you only have to, always you have to take what you get. That means if somebody tells me a player's injured, I have no time to think about, oh my God, again, you know, that stuff. Yeah, it's very rare that I can do this. It's like, yeah, okay, so let's find a solution. You always have to think. So I was not frustrated. Yeah, would it have been good or better if we could have played them different, couple more often? Even I think Ragnar had wonderful games for us, and especially the last one was a really good one. So there's no decision made about who will start in the game. And Joel struggled with the injury. Ragnar was ill, and other things. Now Dejan, quite a long time. Yes, he's back in training. So we will see what we do. Consistency in lineup is always good. As often as you can play together, that's only good for the team, because the things you learn from each other, about each other in the game, how you're moving, what's your strength. It's without thinking about it, it's about knowing, feeling about it. He's doing his steps out, so it means I have to protect this situation. As in the center half couple, that's pretty important. But we had the situation like it was, and so I think we made the best of it. And now they're in this moment, they are all fit. So now I have the choice, and yeah, I will use this opportunity.
Liverpool's home record is very good. Burnley's away record is poor. There's no getting away from that. But they've shown in recent matches. I mean, last week at Swansea, they were very unlucky. Swansea were in really good form against Arsenal recently as well. And they're a hard-working team. I think their running stats compare with pretty much the best of sides. So they're capable away from home of causing difficulty for you.
That's how it is. How I said, oh yeah, the away record obviously is not good. If you look only at the numbers, then that's pretty obvious in comparison to the home record, especially. And but it's not that there are no chances in the game or whatever. It's always the situations are similar. Sometimes they use the situations, sometimes not. And for the other teams, it was always really hard work to do it. So we only have to be ready for hard work. If we do this, then I think we have a bigger chance to win than to lose. But that's first of all what we have to do. And there's nothing decided before the game. How always in football, that's a good thing. Nearly everything is possible. That's another good thing. What nobody really likes. Especially when you think about that, we also could lose. That's the situation. We have to take it. We have to take it like it is. And I don't think we respect Burnley a lot, not only because we lost there, because of the season and how I said the style of play is clear. But that means so they are good in it, as good as they want to be. Maybe not always. I think Jordan is not always 100% happy, and especially with their results, but with performance maybe more often than with the results. So they think they are close to it. We think too we are close to change the situation, and so we will try all we can. That's all. You cannot compare Premier League teams to each other. So only we do it because we split the league in the teams we obviously win against and all the rest, and that's it. And Burnley is then one of the other teams, but a good side, and we need to be ready for it.
So obviously, there's been a lot of talk about your record against those teams in the bottom half of the table, outside it, in the region and wherever. How much is it spoken about within the squad and within the club in terms of how results have gone against those 5 defeats against the top half teams?
No, of course, we spoke about the things we have to do, but not in case of it. That's a team from, I don't know, the lower part of the table or whatever. It's a specific kind of play. Of course, we spoke about it. Now I said already. I know what people say, and that looks like this. It's not the first time that people say something like this. That I don't have a plan B or whatever. Actually, I don't mind. But it's, yes, we know how to play. But in the end, you have to come into specific spaces. And in the specific spaces, you have to make the right decisions. There's nothing you can do when you say, okay, we only concentrate on set pieces, or we only concentrate on counterattacks, or we only concentrate on counter-pressing or whatever. That's not like this. It's a all-around challenge. We need to be as good as possible in all these things. But we were often enough in all the games in the right spaces. Maybe apart from the first half against Hull. But then we didn't make the right decision. So what can you do now? You can say, yeah, then you have to make the right decision. Or what my job, how I understand it, I have to help them to find the right decision more easy. That's what training is for, and that's what we did. So yeah, it's a challenge. We knew it after the Arsenal game immediately, that this will happen in this press conference, and you will ask these questions, and I will probably give these answers. At the end, how I said it a few times, we have to prove it on the pitch. And before the Arsenal game, the mood here was quite optimistic, but I think a lot of people thought, yes, until now it was like this, but if they lose now against Arsenal too, then they have really problems. So I was not sure in the last press conference that we will win against Arsenal. So in this moment, I'm not sure that we will win against Burnley, but I'm quite optimistic. That's all, because I know about the boys, and as long as we can bring 11 of our boys on the pitch, we always want to be competitive, and that's what we have to be in this game too. Nobody should expect an easy game, and if nobody expects this, then we are ready for the fight we will face.
So it's doing the same things better rather than coming up with a specific plan
Yeah.
to...
Yeah, a few things we have to change. Yeah, that's how it is. It's not, we don't play checker, so it's not doing this and that. But sometimes it's a little bit like this. You have to bring the right players when you know how they defend in kind of a 4-4-2, where the spaces, it's not new. And always spaces then around because the pitch is too big. Okay, our pitch is not that big, but it's too big to close all the space. So then you have to play quick in right spaces, speed up, and change the situation for them, and use the timing advantage for your advantage, and that's it. So yes, we know we are long enough in the business. We played enough games like this. That's how it is. We played this kind of football. Not only everybody forgets it, and it looks like we forgot it. We didn't. But it's about making the right decision at the right moment. And if this would be the most easy thing in the world, yeah, we would all be a little bit better in the things we do.
Melissa, anything? Glenn?
Is there just an injury update for Sturridge and
No. Not available.
Any other team news, Jerry? Any other players that aren't available? Any players coming back?
Unfortunately, Roberto Firmino struggles a little bit. He felt something after the game, and until now, in this week, he couldn't train. So we need to wait a little bit more, and then we will see.